LTC theme is Journey of Faith based on the faith of the patriarchs in the book of Genesis. Now, I am a fan of history, particularly in American history and its godly foundation. Many modern-day historians tell us that our founding fathers were a diverse group of atheists, theists, and political revolutionaries. If so, where did they find the common ground and the inspiration that birthed the most successful nation in history? For that answer, let us go back in time to a man named Richard Clifton. Richard Clifton was a young preacher who had sowed the seeds in the young William Brewster and William Bradford. They wanted a pure way to worship God with no rituals. Only one problem: it was illegal. So when Clifton's congregation learned that the king was going to have them arrested, they fled to Holland, like Jacob did when he fled from his brother Esau. The conditions in Holland were better than England, but they worried about the permissive morals of the community on their children. So the pilgrims would pack up and move again. They were motivated by the words in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. The first settlers in Massachusetts really thought that they would serve as models for a more perfect world. The pilgrims were like Abraham when God told him to leave his homeland and go to another land that God would show him. Upon finally reaching America, the pilgrims made a religious pact, the Mayflower Compact. Again, like Abraham, then called Abram. There was a pact made in Genesis chapter 15, promising that the land of Canaan would belong to his descendants. Like Abraham, the pilgrims' descendants and others would be ruled by others. But God would raise a leader to free his people. Genesis chapter 15, verses 13 through 16. For them, it was Moses. But for America, it started with the preachers. The Reverend George Whitefield was notorious during a period of religious revival known as America's First Great Awakening. He also wanted Americans to separate from Great Britain, saying, "Great Britain is trying to force an established church on you, taking away your liberties both civil and religious." Whitefield died in 1770. Later, as the troops for the American Revolution were getting ready to leave, several leaders of the military lifted the top of the sarcophagus where Whitefield was laid. This is 6 years after Whitefield's death, so he's quite defeated. And cut small pieces of the clothes and carried with them into battle to remember how this hero of faith had inspired them. Like Joseph, making his brothers promise that carry his bones to the promised land and freedom. There are over 200 individuals who are considered to be America's founding fathers. They are signers of the Declaration of Independence and Constitution, writers of the Bill of Rights, etc. Over 95% of those 200 plus individuals were Christians. Their writings prove that they were not only Christians, but were active in their faith and evangelically spreading the biblical ideas they believed. A Bible Society is a non-profit organization devoted to translating, publishing, and distributing the Bible at an affordable cost, and also advocating its credibility and trustworthiness. The 200 plus founding fathers founded 121 Bible societies in America. Even Thomas Jefferson, who was probably considered to be America's least religious founding father, founded the Virginia Bible Society. He also had a Bible printed, which is now called the Jefferson Bible, but its actual title is The Life and Morals of Jesus of Nazareth. It was just the red letter words, the words of Jesus. He felt if this was given to the Indians so they could just read the words spoken by Christ, their lives would be improved. These men were like Noah, preaching to the lost to change and to look to God. However, unlike Noah, some of the people the founding fathers preached to actually changed their ways. America was truly birthed by men on a journey of faith, starting with the pilgrims who, like Abraham, left their homeland to a new land. Then the preachers who woke up to the American people to the fact that their liberties were being taken away. Then finally, the founding fathers who freed America, then founding a country that has lasted for over 200 years, the longest a nation to stand under one document for so long. So I ask again, where did they find the common ground and the inspiration that birthed the most successful nation in history? Did their faith play a role in our history? The answer is yes. America was truly birthed by men on a journey of faith. Now it is our turn, this generation's turn, to stand up and continue that journey.